is powerful. In verses 3 through 8, James uses a set of metaphors to paint the picture of the tongue's controlling influence. Starting at verse 3, it says, "If we put bits into the mouths of horses so that they obey us, we guide their whole bodies as well. Look at the ships also, though they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are guided by a very small rudder wherever the will of the pilot directs. So also the tongue is a small member, yet it boasts of great things. How great a forest is set ablaze by a small fire." James points out a horse's bit, a ship's rudder, a forest's fire. All three are small things that control large objects. Quick story. A month or so ago, me and my husband did some horseback riding on our anniversary trip. The last time I rode a horse up to that point was when I was 5, so I didn't remember or recall how frightening it is to sit on top of a whole horse. It's a big little thing. I don't know if you've seen them before. It's a huge animal. They got legs like they got Pelotons in their room. I don't understand it. So when I got on top of the thing, I started to get anxiety. I started to freak out because I could feel the horse's power, that if this thing wanted to throw me off, he could. That if he wanted to run like we ain't Gone with the Wind or something, he could. That if we just so happened to fall and I went under his body, that Jackie's body wouldn't be okay. So I looked at my husband and I told him how I felt because he's the black Dr. Dolittle. If y'all know Dr. Dolittle, the first one wasn't black, he was white. So I said, I need you to give me some facts because you know a lot about animals. I need you to tell me something that's going to help me calm down. So what he said was, "Jackie, the bit that sits inside of a horse's mouth is next to some very sensitive areas. When you pull the rope or tell him to stop or go, it would be uncomfortable for the horse if he doesn't do what the rope is commanding him to do. So even though you're small, you actually have more control over him than you think." That experience helped me understand what James meant when he compared the tongue in our mouths to the bit in a horse's. It is the irony that something so small can have more control over us than we might think. So in one sense, the tongue has a controlling influence on the behavior of the whole body. But if that is the case, then it also means that in another sense, having control of the tongue means that you have control of the whole body. This tension is made plain if you look back up at verse 2 when James says, "For we all stumble in many ways. And if anyone does not stumble in what he says, he is a perfect man, able also to bridle his whole body." If the tongue influences the whole body, then a real element of growing in self-control in every area is by establishing self-control in one. So I'm going to say it to make it plain like my mama would. If you can't control your mouth, then you most likely can't control nothing else.